football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Kansas City.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets at them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
41-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They go with Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Back to throw here. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Counter play with Jacobs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved. And certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they
and down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to go down again. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. And for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Dallas time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But their hope is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They go play action here on first down. Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. First down, Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Edwards away. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the second.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On second down, Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know, Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got
somebody
the
called
elusiveness and the speed.
somebody called the president.
From the pocket, he's still dangerous.
They dropping bombs.
In my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Chiefs are going to get him. Trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Some boys came to play today. Thank you for showing up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to push his way through. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. And they take a knee.